And tonight on the RustyBottoms modded Rust server, we have a raid that is about to go down between the TSBS clan and the Care Bear clan. These men have been gathered outside for quite some time now, looking for a way to get inside of this base. It looks like someone on the inside just threw a C4 out trying to land on the raiders. Here the raiders have gotten on top of the rock and they are probably taunting the man inside by shooting at the door. They have now thrown C4 onto the 1x1 so they could build a raid tower closer to the base. And they are now shooting rocket launchers at the base, probably trying to get an entry point into it so when they build the raid tower they have somewhere to jump and get inside of the base. He just finished loading up another rocket. They are going to continue firing at the base because rockets do not do a whole lot of damage, so they have to use quite a few. He just broke through the stone. The armor is still standing, however. We have TSBS BTK here. I'm pretty sure he is one of the leaders of this huge clan. He has broken through the armored wall. He's still firing rockets at the base, probably trying to create a bigger entry, maybe trying to see different levels of the exposed base when the walls crumble. The rockets are hard to aim. The stone wall is still standing, however. There appears to be quite the gunfight over here. One of the TSBS members have just got gunned down. I wonder if there's another clan here to stop them. Maybe it is the Care Bear members. It appears to be a couple of nakeds that are gunning down the TSBS members. And here we have one of the nakeds running away from the raiders because the raiders are getting sick of these men bothering and drawing their attention away from the raid. It does not seem like they can hit this man. This little naked man is very slippery and very elusive. And we have another naked man shooting at the raiders, shooting at the TSBS members. Where are all these nakeds coming from? It looks like he is down for the count. The TSBS members need to group up because when they are alone, these nakeds actually can take him out and will cause quite the problem for our raid here. And they are working on constructing the raid tower to get inside the base. More gunfire is going off while this tower is being built. They do not need any more distractions. We have yet more gunfights going down here between the TSBS members and the nakeds. It almost seems like there is a wave of nakeds that just keep coming after these men. They do not seem to stop. There's one naked right there. We have two men chasing after him. Maybe it's one of the TSBS members coming back because one of them did get killed. And here we have the raid tower still being built up. There was a man inside and they gunned him down. They shot him dead. And now his corpse is rolling down the rock that he had built his base on. How tragic. And we have a man here sniping out the nakeds. It seems like the nakeds are still a problem here for this raid and for the TSBS members tonight. They seem to be very relentless. They keep coming back. They might be the clan that lives in that house. The raider actually just got hit by the naked by an arrow and he's actually retreating to heal up. These nakeds are actually doing a lot of damage to these raiders and really drawing them away from the raid. We have a naked here trying to take out one of the raiders with a revolver the best he can, but he is no match for the raiders. But nevertheless, these naked men are doing a lot of damage to these raiders. They have killed, I believe, a couple of them, and they are definitely distracting them from the raid. A second raid tower has been built and one of the raiders have jumped already. He did not make it inside, but he's on the rock. If only he could scale that cliff right there and get inside, but it seems to be a little bit too slippery for him. They threw C4 to create a bigger opening and one of them is actually scaling the rock and he is inside. They actually managed to get up the rock just the right way and he's inside now. We have a dead man here. He must have shot out earlier, but it seems like this base is probably a build-up. It's a 1x1 leading up to the next floor. It's most likely a build-up. And we have more gunfire from the outside. I wonder if more nakeds are returning to the fight. And yes, we do. We have a naked behind a tree there fighting the raiders, doing the best they can to distract them and kill them off. and he's actually doing a wonderful job taking out the raiders. He nearly killed that guy back there, but he has to retreat because there's just too many of them. They are now working on that one by one that might lead up to the next level, and they are using spears to take out the rest of the health of the armored wall after they use just one C4. They used up all the spears and said fuck it and just use a C4 instead. What a waste of time, but it looks like it definitely was a build up because they cannot get to the next level. They are throwing C4 up on the different levels, trying to take out the cabinet so they can possibly build up and get to the next level. Because they should be able to eventually find the cabinet if they throw enough explosives, shoot enough rockets, because he will eventually take out the level that the cabinet is on. They are now firing rockets to get to the higher levels that C4 cannot reach. And they are still firing rockets at this base here, absolutely tearing it apart, gutting it out from the inside. It looks like there are some furnaces up there, as you can tell by the glow, and they're trying to take out the level below them, possibly getting the goodies inside of them. As you see here, the bags are everywhere. And we have more bags raining down upon the raiders. We have charcoal everywhere. And I was correct, we do have furnaces up here raining down charcoal upon the raiders. I guess that's what they get for raiding such a base. These men are still shooting at this poorhouse down here. I'm going to investigate why are they still shooting at these men. It appears the raiders are actually dicks taking out this guy's floors as he's trying to build them before he even has a chance to upgrade them. They are now trying to take out the floors below the furnaces so they can get the ore inside of them. We have more gunfire from the outside. Nakeds are still returning to the fight we have here today. These nakeds are so relentless, they did not give up a fight, and here we go for the execution. The raiders have given up on the raid. The loot inside the furnaces was not worth it, so they came down here and killed those poor guys in their little home, and they just murdered one of them. But at least he rests forever in a flower bed. How beautiful. As you can see, there is a lot of chests left in this base after they gutted it out, but look at all the dead naked men down here. Was it really worth all these lives lost? The naked men army versus the raiders was rather a fierce and bloody battle. The number of naked dead bodies stretches across the land. It is quite the horrific sight to see all the damage this one raid has caused to the people of this beautiful land. And that's the end of the raid, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I really liked seeing those naked men coming back wave after wave, even though they are outmanned and outgunned. It was quite the show they put on. So, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to have a fantastic day. I know that I will. And I will see you guys later.